In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to create the Ken Burns effect in CapCut. The Ken Burns effect is that smooth, slow zoom or pan you often see on photos, in documentaries and slideshows. It adds motion and interest to static images, and you can create it very easily inside CapCut. First, open CapCut in your browser and log into your account. Once you're in, look over to the left-hand side of the screen. Under the section called Templates and Projects, click on Recent Projects. This is where you'll see any projects you've been working on. Click the project where you want to add the Ken Burns effect, and it will open in the editor. If you'd rather start fresh, simply click the Create New button in the top left corner to open a brand new project. With the editor open, look at the toolbar on the left and click on Media. In the Media panel, click Upload, then choose Upload File from the drop-down. Your computer's file browser will pop up. Find the image you want to animate, select it, and confirm. You'll see the upload progress in the panel on the left. Once the image is uploaded, click it, and CapCut will place it on your timeline automatically. Now, adjust how the image looks in your video. In the center preview window, you can resize the image using the resize handles at the corners and sides, and you can drag it around to reposition it in the frame. If you want the image to stay on screen longer or shorter, go down to the timeline, hover near the beginning or end of the clip until you see a trim handle, then drag inward to shorten or outward to lengthen its duration. To actually create the Ken Burns effect, make sure your image clip is selected on the timeline, move the playhead to the point where you want the movement to start, usually right at the beginning of the clip. On the right side of the screen, open the Basic tab in the Properties panel. Under the Transform section, find Scale, and click the little diamond icon next to it. That diamond adds a keyframe at the current playhead position. Next, move the playhead to the end of the image clip. Now change the framing to where you want the motion to end. For example, you can zoom in slightly and shift the image to one side. Do this by increasing the scale value using the slider, or by typing in a specific number, and by adjusting the image position in the preview if needed. When you change the scale at this new playhead position, CapCut automatically creates a second keyframe. Now go back to the start of the clip by dragging the playhead or pressing the Home shortcut and hit play. You should see a smooth zoom or pan from your starting frame to your ending frame. If it feels too fast, try lengthening the clip on the timeline. If the zoom is too strong or too subtle, adjust the final scale value or reposition the image, and CapCut will update the keyframe. Once you're happy with how it looks, you've successfully created the Ken Burns effect in CapCut.